sound did I get? What the fuck? Hey guys. So today I wanted to talk about how, well, I feel like movies are being oversaturated right now. And by right now, I mean it's been like this for a long time. I'm gonna be playing some Super Smash Flash while I talk about this. A new update just came out a little bit ago, so that'll be fun. Um, I feel like movies have been way too oversaturated recently. And I don't mean this in like, oh my goodness, we need to stop making movies because we don't. Movies are good. Like it's just more so a case of what movies we're making, right? I feel like and the reason I'm doing this is because I don't know if this was real, but I saw mentions of the production of a steal a brain rot movie, which like what, why? It's just like we're oversaturating movies. It doesn't need to be done. Like for example, the Minecraft movie. Minecraft is amazing, an amazing game, a beautiful sandbox, but the whole point about it is that you make your own story, right? It's like you're not it's not supposed to have a set story, and I like that they called it a Minecraft movie because it's implying that it's not a set story. Like it's not the only story that can be told within the guise of Minecraft, but I also don't like that it's there. Maybe that's a bit hypocritical for me, considering I like Minecraft story mode, but Minecraft story mode is its own thing. It's just like a different universe under the guise of being Minecraft, like Minecraft themed. And also, I like Telltale, so I don't know. It feels like movies are too oversaturated. And I don't mean this in a way like, oh, movies are so woke nowadays. It's all bullshit. Government propaganda. No, I don't think that. I think that political and social representation in movies is good. However, I also think that when you have every movie doing political and social representation, it gets boring, right? And it doesn't mean as much. I don't know. It feels like the movies I've seen very recently. I haven't. The last movie I watched was The Smashing Machine with The Rock, and I thought it was good. I had a fun time watching Smashing Machine, but it didn't because it didn't feel like so oversaturated. It felt original, right? Even though it's a like based on a true story, it felt original, and that's kind of what I'm getting at. Why does everything have to have a movie adaptation? It doesn't. Some of the beauty of things is that they are in the form that they're in. Like for example, Omori, right? I haven't played it, but from what I've heard, it's a very like deep story about suicidal ideation. If they were to make that a movie, it would lose its like some of its charm because it's meant for a game format. And like that story at the very least. That story is meant for a game format and that's why people appreciated it so much, right? Not just because of the story, but because of also the format helping it. And that's kind of how I feel about, you know, like if they were to do an Undertale movie, it wouldn't be as good as the games Undertale and Deltarune because it's not the same. Like Undertale is so good because it was an indie game made by one guy. One guy made a beautiful, expansive world with a great story and amazing RPG elements with a great score. And like you're telling me that we want to corporatize it? We want to turn it into a movie? I'm a I'm not a big fan of the FNAF movies either. I think that they have their place. However, it's like we don't need to corporatize this. We don't need everything to be a part of Hollywood, right? Sure, like let it just be a part of pop culture without having to be more than it is, right? And that brings me back to my term or my what I heard about Seal of Brain Rot, um, potentially getting a movie. I don't know if it is real or not, but it kind of just gave me this idea. If Seal of Brain Rot were to get a movie, the sad part is it would make a lot of money. The format of movies is oversaturated right now with the same uh unoriginal ideas, right? We need originality in movies. It's what made movies great in the first place. It's originality. right? People went to go watch, um, The Invisible Man because it was beautiful. People went to go watch, American Werewolf in London because it was a fairly original idea, right? People went to go watch the first Iron Man in 2009 because it was a fairly original idea. Iron Man hadn't been in movies before. He was just that guy who showed up in the cartoons from time to time. And like it's just kind of a situation where it's unfair to people who enjoy movies and enjoy the medium of it to have to sit and watch the same unsaturated or the same oversaturated annoying content, right? At least in my opinion. Claire Expedition 1 game of the year and it was original. And like I'm not saying that everything we have should be original. I think sequels and like franchises have their place, obviously. I'm playing as Goku right now, right? Like if sequels and franchises didn't have their place, I I wouldn't be talking. Like I couldn't be talking because I'm playing as Goku in a fucking spin-off game right now. But it's like they have their place, but they need to, not always be second hand to new stories. Like for example with Disney, the new stories that they've created recently haven't been like honestly good. They're like well promoted. Like I could not name you a brand new Disney property since Encanto. That's the last one or Elemental. And not everyone even liked Elemental. It didn't I don't think it did that great in the box office. The beauty of movies in my opinion is that like oh, this is human made. We did this together. Which also brings me to my next point about how AI is actually just genuinely ruining movies. Not even just in my opinion, it really is. Because the whole beauty of movies is that a team of people came together and took this idea and made something out of it. Right? Damn, that was a cheeky ass kill. But the that's like the whole idea of film. Like, oh, people came together and did this. That's beautiful. People did this. Humans, human beings worked together to make something happen so they could entertain other human beings, right? That's what's beautiful about movies to me, at least to me, right? I don't know. This is all just I'm just kind of ranting, but this is my opinion on the current state of movies. There's this movie I saw a long time ago. I went with this was in like the seventh, not even the seventh grade, maybe the eighth grade at this point. I forget. But I was in middle school, right? And we go watch this movie, and it's called like it's called The Long Game, and it's like about golf. It's about this, this Mexican American guy, uh, doing golf kind of deal. But it's actually like really fun. It's a fun movie based on a true story about a high school golf team, right? And like it's just a good movie to me. I like it. It's just like because and I think part of the reason why I liked it so much was because it's something that wasn't like old. It's something that wasn't reused. I have seen what in my lifetime I have seen I think four different Supermen, right? Throughout animation, throughout movies, throughout and I'm not actually not even counting animation because that's its whole thing on its own. Animation kind of feeds off of itself, especially superhero animation is mostly based on IP property, and that's whatever because it's different, right? It feels different. It's less so for everyone and more so for like younger audiences, right? And I'm not saying all animation is for younger audiences because that's just not true. But I feel like in the situation we are now, the best thing that could happen to movies is more originality. But I feel like I just want originality. I want stuff that will be, you know, not good because movies are still good. Don't get me wrong. Movies are great. Now, like right now, not this idea like not the stories and stuff like the editing and the some of the structuring, and some of the best movies has been like literally ever. So I'm not like just gonna sit here and say movies are horrible. They just need change. Like Sinners. Look at what was it? Something 17 Oscar nominations, 17, and that isn't like a showing of, oh, we need to do more original ideas as movie studios. No, it isn't, because like they'll know, like, oh, if we make a new Superman, it'll get $1 billion. And no disrespect to James Gunn Superman, I love this new adaptation of Superman, but like, let other things get the spotlight. Even if you're gonna make stuff based on IP, let other things get the spotlight, because other things always exists, right? It's not only Superman, it's not only Batman, it's not only Wonder Woman. There are more superheroes that you can make movies on. Like for example, Static Shock. Make a Static Shock movie. So many people would go to watch. Make a Batman Beyond movie. So many people would love that, right? Make things that people want to see instead of oversaturating the same three ideas for a million years. Uh, but yeah, that's mostly all I had to say.